worse.
Yeah, completely. So the ideal is that you end up training young people to be really, really adaptable and have low cost structures and just be able to, become entrepreneurs. And I spent 7 years trying to train young people to do just that. But one of the things I've discovered is that we're overemphasizing college, and what we're underemphasizing is technical, vocational, and apprenticeship work. Because a lot of that work, believe it or not, it's actually really hard to automate. Like, we're not going to automate an air conditioning repair person or a plumber anytime soon.
And for sure, craftsmen, people who build things.
And it's good for your mental health and a bunch of other things. So right now, only 6% of American high school students are in technical or vocational training. In Germany, that's 59%. Give you a sense of what the gap can be. So what we're doing is we're overprescribing college. We're saying college for everyone. It's not really working that well. And then we're still treating people who are working in trades and everything as somehow, like not in great careers, when a lot of those careers are actually really awesome and they pay great and people enjoy them. They're persistent. So right now we're going to automate away. It's a lot easier to automate away a lot of repetitive cognitive work than it is non-repetitive manual work. Because like actual robot digits, it's like, because if you can imagine what it would take to have a robot plumber like come into your house, I mean, that stuff's really, really tricky. Yeah. And there's a lot of fine motor work. They have to like unscrew pipes and like stuff. That stuff's not going to get automated for a long time. You know what is going to get automated? A lot of like entry-level cognitive tasks, a lot of journalism tasks, a lot of bookkeeping, a lot of stuff that college graduates think they're going to get a job in, but then those jobs are going to disappear. I was a corporate attorney for those 5 unhappy months, and my friends are working on AI that can automate away a lot of basic legal work. So these college grads are like, oh, snap, don't know what to do, man. I'll go to law school, then like load up with another $120K in debt, and then like the legal jobs are not going to be there for them.
It's often the problem of the parents giving them pressure to go into college as well because they don't want the kid to become a loser. And if the kid, like where I grew up in Boston, if you went into the trades, if you abandoned like the idea of higher learning and going to college and just went right into like learning to be a carpenter or something like that, people would look at you like, oh, you sold yourself short. But there's so many people that I know that went to school that just got university degrees and then they got out and they were fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so common. It's so common that they thought there was going to be this path, and this path just didn't exist once they got out, or it was far, far more difficult than they were led to believe.
Yeah, if you look at it, about 32% of Americans graduate from college right now, and that level has been more or less constant for a long time. It's not like, hey, I've got another 20% I could get into college. Like right now, the college completion rate in 6 years is about 59%. So like 4 out of 10 people who start college are not graduating in 6 years, and a lot of them are just not going to finish ever. So like the people that have other paths available to them, we have to build those paths up. And this is one reason why I'm so into the freedom dividend instead of something like free college. Because why would you subsidize something that only the top third of the population is going to use? And it's a highly inefficient, costly system anyway. Like plowing money into that, you're much better off putting $1,000 a month into every 18-year-old's hands than if they go to college. Great, college is partially paid for. They go to trade school. Great, trade school is partially paid for. They start their own business. They do something creative, like they want to do something to help. That's great too. Like you can actually start building more varied paths and make it so that people don't feel like I need to get into this institution or else my life's going to be over.
Now, what are the primary concerns that people have outside of what you're talking about so far with automation taking away jobs and student loan debt and these things? What are the other things that you think that you're going to have to talk about in order to get people to take you really seriously?
I know, the hot button issues, you know what they all are. It's like immigration and climate change is a really big one. I can talk about those at length. So my father and mother met as immigrants from Taiwan at UC Berkeley. My father's a PhD in physics. He generated 69 U.S. patents for GE and IBM over his career. So I'm like, immigrants are awesome. Immigrants come in and, just like make stuff happen.